Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the No BS Duo Show Network, where tonight is the broadcast start of the Power of Three. For those that are out here listening, you can hear my voice. My name is Crucial. You can call me the Poet Crucial. You can call me Crucial Poet. But originally, it was just Crucial. So I want to thank you for coming here tonight to spend your time with us, because it's a Thursday night. You could probably be doing a lot of other things, but you chose to chill with us tonight, and I appreciate that, and I'm humble. So to get into this show, I just want to give you a few disclaimers. You know, like you go to the amusement park and they tell you got to be this tall to ride this ride? Well, for the Power of Three, You got to be this deep in your third eye mentally to ride this ride. So I hope you are all ready, because when we get started, we're not going to slow down in order for you to catch up. So with that being said, let's keep it grooving. Let's keep it moving. And we're going to start this show tonight. So to begin this show, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. And I'm going to introduce my two lovely, lovely co-hosts. And then after I introduce them, I'm going to come back after introductions and then rock a poem, because tonight is a feature set of The Power of Three. That is myself, Poet Crucial, Realize Me, and Miss Story. And then they're going to tell you about themselves, and then they're going to rock out a poem. And we're going to get into the show a little bit, get into our question about how is quarantine been positive for you. And anybody who wants to tap the mic to get on and perform, we're going to allow that to happen. So, about me. My name is Crucial. I was born and raised in Philadelphia. Spent most of my life there until I went to school and then even returned there. I got into this poetry. I've been doing this poetry for maybe 40 years, close to 40 years. And I've been performing this poetry for almost close to 30 years. I used to host a venue in Philadelphia called Panoramic Poetry, Poetic Vibes, and also Poetry and Praise. So to any of my family members that are out there from those venues, thank you for coming. Thank you for support. I've been a poet all this time, and what got me started into poetry? Well, to be honest, I used to have these crazy voices in my head, and I was raised in a dysfunctional household. There's no other way to describe it. It is what it is. It is who I am. It is a part of my truth. It is a part of my journey. My household was dysfunctional. There were a lot of voices and crazy thoughts in my head. But when I learned the power of putting pen to paper and getting lost in that journal and letting my thoughts flow out, I found peace. I found happiness. And since then, I've just evolved. I never thought I would be out here performing, and never thought I would be here on a radio show. So I'm thankful to the No BS Duo Network. But this is what I'm doing, and I'm trying to follow the journey and the path that's meant for me through this gift that God has given me, because it's not meant for me to hold it. It's meant for me to share. So I hope that you feel some of the stuff that I have to say, because there's always parts of me in my poetry. And I'm humbled and happy to have found poetry, and poetry stood by me as I was trying to navigate my way through those crazy times in my youth to being the person I am now, going through some healing, going through some evolution, going through some growth. So I'm thankful to be here. I'm thankful that you're riding with the power of three. And I want to now introduce to you my co-host. So first up, I'm going to introduce is none other than Miss Real Eyes Me. Say hello to the people, please, Real Eyes.
What is going on, good people? How are you? How is everybody doing? Happy Thursday, happy Thursday, happy Thursday. I am so excited and hype to be back on the mic with my mentor, my brother, my right hand over here, Mr. Crucial Poet, and also to be blessed and highly fortunate to be in the esteemed presence of Miss Story. I'm telling you, I am hyped. I am so excited. So, gosh, let's see. I am definitely not as well versed in and polished as my co-host here. Let's see. What about Realize Me? Look, I have been performing since I
realized. Hold on. What I'm going to do is I wanted you to say hello to the people. Let me introduce Missy, and then I'm going to rock out a poem, and then we're going to go back into our original flow of then letting you guys speak. So I just wanted to introduce you guys, because I didn't want to just not have you guys speak to the people. So
my bad. Let me shut it on up. Shut it on up and have a seat. I'm gonna go have a couple seats over here. My bad.
I want to introduce you now, Miss Story. Miss Story, please say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. We are so happy to be here. This is none other than your girl, Miss Story. I'll be back at you in a few.
All right, all right, all right. Well, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what we do here at the Power of Three through the No BS Duo Network. We encourage all poets and singers to please tap the mic. Now, after me, I'm going to rock this poem out, and then I'm going to let Miss Story get on, and I'm going to let her tell you about herself. She's going to rock out a poem, and then after Miss Story, Realize Me is going to get on, and she's going to rock out a poem, and then we just going to vibe and let it see what it do, because we got to keep all hands inside the car, like when you get on that roller coaster, because the ride is about to pull off. So this first poem I'm going to do is called Keep Her at My Brother's Side. This is for all my brothers out there. Sisters, queens, ladies, I'm going to get to you. But I know also, Realize Me and Miss Story going to represent for y'all as well. So this first poem is to my brothers. Keep her at my brother's side. Good brother, my brother, born from the same mother, whose blood flows red, black, and green. We have always been connected through our melanin, attached to the same team. I was there beside you when we were both placed in the bows of those overcrowded slave ships, arms and legs chained, forced to sail hip to hip. As we both watched when the slavers threw overboard our siblings who couldn't survive the arduous trip. Through the Middle Passage that was the start of our culture's rites of passage that we have now endured for 400 plus years, where today still unjustly our brothers are savagely placed in caskets, from the slave master's whip to the taskmaster's grip, a history of this country outlined by a brutal trip, documented in our history by the strange fruit that hung on trees. Through the fight for rights we already knew were civil, they called us nigger to ensure we would know we were not their supposed equal.
I didn't do what?
We were not their
I
supposed
did tuck
equal.
it in.
And
Your foot is in there. Thing. Hello? Hello?
I guess it's not good for me to get this poem out. So, I tell you what we're going to do here, people. We're going to work out the kinks, and I'm going to turn it over to Miss Story, and I'm going to let her rock it out. Miss Story, please tell the people about yourself, and hopefully the kinks and the bums will behave to allow you to get your poem through.
and bring it to the mic, Miss Story.
Hello, good people. Just a little bit about myself. Again, this is Miss Story. I'm from North Carolina. I'm the country bumpkin of the group. I actually still reside here, and I've been writing for a long time, but I really got into performing a few years back. Basically, what happened? They had a local radio station here, Coast 97.3. Got to shout out my guy, Mr. Big B, and Sandra, the Midday Miss. They pretty much put me on to the Poetry Jam show. And what really turned things around for me was reaching out to my brother, my cousin, Mr. Crucial Poet.
Okay. It seems like from our technical issues that we're kindly asking that all of those who are on hold waiting to get on to perform, that you please mute your phone. It doesn't seem like we have the power on this end to mute all 9 participants and callers in the queue to get on. And we need your participation to help us make it happen and to help make it right. So we're going to ask that all people in the hold, in the waiting room, but can hear the show, to just please mute your phone until your call. And until then, again, I'm going to ask Miss Story to go ahead and step in and rock out. If you was feeling that poem I was trying to get out, I'm going to rock it out later. It's just that when it's in your head and you're trying to run it down, and then all of the craziness and technical issues are well,
all right.
I hope that you can hear Missy. I hope that you got an introduction, that you heard where Missy is from and what she's about. And Missy, did you get it all out?
I tried to. I don't know if I got it all out. It's all good. I'm gonna just go ahead and rock my introductory piece. That way I can tell the people who I am through poetry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
So I know you guys don't know me, but
you got it all out. So we're gonna go ahead and let Realize Me go ahead and talk and tell them about where she's from and rock into her poem.
Hello, can you hear me?
yes.
All right. What's up, everybody? I am so sorry that I was going ahead and taking some liberties, and I appreciate everybody for your patience while we get through these technical difficulties to work this thing out. And I'm going to introduce myself and let you know who I am. I'm going to let you know who I am. I am Realize Me. I have been performing in Philly since 2010. I am so excited. My very first place in Philly that I performed was at Panoramic Poetry with the poet Crucial. And I was blessed there to be on the stage and, really meet some amazing and phenomenal poets that I know was about to bless you and get on this mic and rock out. Listen, are we ready for my piece, or are we want to go ahead and pass the mic?
Go ahead and do your thing, Realize.
All right. This piece is called How Beautiful Am I?
Is anyone talking? Because I can't hear anything. No? Oh.
I'm not sure.
Yes,
All right, can you hear me? Can you hear me? My mic sounds right. Check 1.
Check
My mic
1.
sounds nice. Check 2.
I can hear
All
you.
right.
I'm not sure who else can.
All right. All right. Well, I'm just gonna rock out. I'm gonna rock out for you, Miss Story.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Excuse me for my pride and confidence. But when I see myself, I see the most exceptional creation. The evolution of me is as impressive as my versatility. I cannot be harnessed. And as much as you try, you can't duplicate me. I am the original. I was the first one here. And although you may want to deny,
Check one, check two, check three. Can everyone hear me on the microphone?
I can hear you, Realize.
Check one, check two, check three. Can we all hear you in the house tonight?
I can hear you.
Everybody listening on the Zoom side, can you please say hey?
Hey.
All right, can y'all all hear us now?
Yes.
One more moment. Miss Story, can you give me a holler, please?
Miss Story is in the house.
Everybody on the Zoom side, can you hear Miss Story say hello?
Yes.
All right, thank you. We're going to resume the show, but before we do that, we're going to give you just a little quick intro just to make you feel a little bit better while we continue to work out the kinks. All right? Ain't nothing like something going good, but then messing up because it's supposed to be a blessing. But we're going to make sure we're going to kick these little kinks out so we can do you just right. Everybody with me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
do it.
All right. Just a moment. Here we go. One more moment, please. Matter of fact, I got one better for you. Just a moment. I think we need to kick this back.
Okay. Once again, this is your boy Crucial. I'm trying to make sure we got the bugs and the kinks worked out, and I'm hoping that we can get it right this time, because I see you all waiting, and I see you all joining us, and I see you all supporting us, and I appreciate the love, just as I know to realize me, and this story does as well. So I thank you for that, because I realize this is the first show. It's a little rough, but we're going to work it out, because I'm intent to do my thing, and I'm intent to at least share with you poetry and have you share poetry with us as well. So, with that being said, I got to ask that all callers who are listening in Zoom and on the line to please mute your phones, so that way we won't have any overlapping and we won't have any issues from a technical standpoint. This is what Corona does. I tell you, Corona got it all messed up. 2020 been a crazy year. I wonder what the drink would be if 2020 had a signature drink. Personally, I think it would be Hemlock, but that's neither here nor there. Now, what we're going to do is I just want to check, make sure my co-hosts are here. That's Realize Me in this story. Realize Me, are you in the house? Can you hear me?
I'm in the house and I can hear you.
Thank you. Miss Story, are you in the house? Can you hear me?
I'm in the house because I can hear you.
All right. Okay. So, now that I know both of my co-hosts are riding with me on both sides, you know that this is crucial. I'm part of the triumvirate of the power of three, this powerful union that we have. And again, we're going to start this ride. Keep all limbs inside the car for your safety, not mine. We're going to keep it growing, keep it flowing, keep it grooving, keep it moving. So I'm going to rock this poem because I want you to feel what I'm trying to say for my brother. Keeper at my brother's side. Good brother, my brother, born from the same mother whose blood flows red, black, and green. We have always been connected through our melanin attached to the same team. I was there beside you when we were both placed in those bows of those overcrowded slave ships, arms and legs chained, forced to sail hip to hip. As we both watched when the slavers threw overboard our siblings who couldn't survive the arduous trip. Through the Middle Passage that was the start of our culture's rites of passage that we have now endured for 400 plus years. Where today still unjustly our brothers are savagely placed in caskets. From the slave master's whip to the taskmaster's grip, a history in this country outlined by a brutal trip. Documented in our history by the strange fruit that hung on trees. Through the fight for rights we already knew were civil. They called us nigger to ensure we would know we were not their supposed equal. And sadly today we still play the unwanted part in this brutal, atrocious sequel. So, good brother, my brother, why in the age of knowledge and information, some of us still willingly call one another nigger? Then feign righteous critic anger when another culture does it. I see that logic as quite absurd. Centuries later, some still playing the ignorant part of mindless sheep just following the herd. We are born from the original culture, nurtured by the first mother to walk this planet. Her blood flows red, black, and green. And always I've been right beside. I was there when Willie also lynched his divisive seeds amongst our people. Those roots still holding strong today. I personally too am the unloving product from a father with mother problems and a mother with daddy issues. I wasn't fortunate to be born with the vision and knowledge to immediately earn the righteous hammer. But with time, education, and patience, we can all evolve to carry the weight. So, my brother, good brother, We have to start by respecting each other, stop killing one another, support, protect, and uplift our sisters by being the example of rectitude and respectability, exemplifying fairness to honor their presence by our side, raising our children together so they would understand to learn true love and virtue in our melanin. But some of us still reluctantly or fearfully refuse, so they leave our strong queens alone to carry the burden on their own, but always through it all faithfully, acting by your side, only needing you to turn your palm over to find a reflection in your black hand side. Instead, some among us insist on remaining at odds with one another, fighting to break up and continuing to fracture our beautiful proud tribe. As mainstream America delights in our division, sending their racist political officers to pick us off one by one until all of us as Buffalo Soldiers are finally done. So instead of pushing back to fight the oppressor with a unified black fist, we bring that frustration home to unleash on our queens and kids. So my brother, good brother, always know I've been here carrying the scars from the whip, bruises from the policeman's baton's tip, nursing wounds from the policeman's dog's bite, soothing the wounds around my neck from the noose which grips so tight. And through it all, they still have not drenched my desire to fight. My inner strength is determined to always stand by your side. A desire burned through manifestation from their downright hateration. Even today, they still kill us in broad daylight, trying to instill fear. And after my eyes sweat to shed a sorrowful tear, I rise so they will learn I ain't going nowhere. But even more, my brother, I want you to see and know that by your side, I'm still here. So good brother, my brother. I say this now openly to you. As long as God opens my eyes and the universe allows me to simply breathe, the blood that flows through me is that of our ancestors 400 plus years ago, a heart that pumps to an ancient African drum beat. Then I will tell our stories through this poetic key, hoping it will resonate long after I'm gone to inspire one to possibly, maybe, put it on repeat. So whether it's these poetic mics or these racist officer political types, they're going to always get this lyrical work. So just know I'm here to lean, standing by your side. So lean on me, good brother. As we share this melanin, we have no choice but to ride. As long as it's a just and righteous vibe to support our queen and uplift our community, because, good brother, through it all, you will forever be my brother, born from the same mother, whose blood flows red, black, and green until that final end. Peace. In peace. And again, good people, I ask you, if you're on hold in Zoom and on the phone, please put your phones on mute. That is important. Please put your phones on mute until you're brought up. And now, with that being said, I'm going to introduce and bring up the next poet, my co-host, Miss Story. Miss Story, what you got for him? What you got for him, poet?
Hey, people. Once again, happy Thursday. I'm so happy to be here. I was going to give a little bit of info about myself, but I put it into a poem. So I'm just going to rock this little poem real quick to introduce myself.
Hello?
I hope everybody can hear me. Can you hear me okay?
It seems as if we may be having technical difficulties again.
Crucial, can you hear me?
Nope, I can hear you, Miss Story. I can hear you.
What we're going to do is I'm going to ask Miss Realize Me to come up and rock a poem, and hopefully we can pull Miss Story back up.
All right. Can you hear me, Miss Story? I could hear you. Could you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Not sure
Who's your poet?
Miss Me is connected. I tell you, these technical difficulties.
Oh wow. Hold on. Let's let this brother know that we can hear each other.
Right.
Hold on, everybody. I'm telling you, we gonna rock this out. Listen, if you are panoramic pioneers, you already know how we do. We'll do this thing wherever, in an art gallery, in a college university, in a outdoor facility, in the arts garage. Who remembers taking it back there to the arts garage? Come on, right? Oh man. So look, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna rock out. But ask I'm gonna ask if everybody who is in the chat, if you can hear me. If you can hear me.
I'm sorry, Real Eyes and Miss Story. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Miss Victoria, can you hear me?
I can.
Can you all hear Miss Victoria?
Yes.
Please tap the mic, Miss Victoria.
Yes. All right. So I can go ahead now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Beep, 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 beep. What is that blowing sound? Blowing up my phone and everybody's phone around me. Curfew, 8 o'clock p.m. Curfew, 6 o'clock p.m. Curfew, 8:30 p.m. Each day, a new event. Peaceful protesters, plotting looters, worldwide sympathy for BLM. Now the world is on the move. Save us. Give us peace. Give us normalcy. COVID-19 was only the beginning, and we're only finding out about it now. The language of apartheid is new to the Americas, but we want the new method of lynching, where knees don't belong on the necks, to stop. Gil Scott Heron didn't know that the revolution will be televised. Why are black people hated so much? COVID-19 was only the beginning, and we were only finding out now. The language of apartheid is new to the Americas. The new lynching method must be banned. 8 minutes, 46 seconds of a slow, breathless torture inflicted with a knee should be punishable by first degree. Could not it be seen that his last breath was escaping into eternity? Do not come out of your house. We don't want to see you ever. Thank you.
Very, very tight, Miss Purefoy. I see you haven't lost anything. You sounded straight fire. I'm digging that.
Thank you.
So how have you been? You okay during this COVID mess?
I'm handling my writing business. I've been writing so many COVID-19 poems, it's ridiculous. But all in all, it's been good to do what I have to do and keep it moving.
Okay, well, Ms. Purefoy, we did have a question for tonight, and that question was, how has this virus pandemic, COVID, been positive for you, if at all, in any capacity? Please tell us how it may have been helpful. It seems as if you're at least writing.
Well, it's been positive for me because some of you may not know that I'm back in school. I'm attending Pierce College. I'm trying to finally get my bachelor's degree in organizational leadership. So when schools closed, when the pandemic came through and everything got shut down, our school got shut down too. The blessing, however, was that they already had an online system set up. So we were able to go right into that setup and not miss a step. One thing that the pandemic has done for me is it allowed me to do a lot of cleaning around the house that I don't ever get a chance to do. It kind of kept me stationary. It saved me a lot of money on gas. Now, I could put a whole tank of gas and it'll last for 2.5 weeks before I have to fill it up again. So it's a lot of good things that have come out of it, and I'm really happy. I spend more time with my grandkids, and it's been good. It's been good.
Okay, well, the Axiom, and you know what? Where did you get that name, the Axiom, from, Miss Purefoy? Because that is just so fitting for you.
Crucial gave me that name.
Go on, poet, because it is fitting for you. I just feel like it is fitting for you. Every time I hear it, I feel more and more righteous about it. So I'm thankful that the universe passed it through me to pass it to you, and you embraced it. I am thankful for that. And I thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's good to see everybody. It's good to see Vince and Ron. I haven't seen it. Bella, I haven't seen you guys in so long.
Well, this is going to be every Thursday, and hopefully we're going to work the bugs and the kinks out so that afterwards we can definitely have a smoother running operation, because I try to keep it crucial, whether I'm on the mic or if I'm behind the scenes. So I want it to be right. So I apologize for the trouble we've been having, but we're going to work it out, because I'm determined. I believe and know that the crew that are around me, they're determined too. So let's drill. Boy, thank you for joining us. And please stick around and try to, hang out with us. And maybe we might bring you back if it. I notice, I see the names of the people listening, and I see my Aunt Dolores, if I'm correct here. And I see that she's listening. And I just want to say hello, Aunt Dolores. I don't know if she's going to talk. I'm not going to force my Aunt Dolores to talk, because she's an elder. So I'm going to respect that boundary. But I definitely want to say...
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, Aunt Dolores, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Good to hear you.
It's good to hear you too, Aunt Dolores. I just want you to know, I try to give my roses to the people while they up here 6 feet above. And I want you to know that I love you, Aunt Dolores, so much. That ain't never going to change.
I love you too.
Thank you, Aunt Dolores. Now, I know you don't want to rock out a poem, so I just wanted to let you say hello to the people.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Well, I appreciate that, Aunt Dolores, and thank you for joining us. And for those of you that don't know, that is Miss Story's mother. So if you know anything about bloodlines and genealogy, yes, me and Miss Story are first cousins. Miss Story, you want to say hello, Mom?
Hi, Dolores.
Hi.
Okay, well, I don't know if Miss Story if she's technically in the loop, but I'm sure she's sending you love, Aunt Dolores. But thank you for joining us, and I hope you can enjoy and hear the rest of the show.
Thank you.
All right. I'm sorry if I don't like that, but it is what it is. That's family. That's my Aunt Dolores. I mean, it ain't like it is what it is. So I'm going to give some love. Now, we're going to get back into this poetry. Keep it growing, keep it flowing, keep it grooving, keep it moving. And I have a poet on the line that I know definitely wants to rock out. And she goes by the name of Bella Padilla. So please, Miss Padilla, please share with us a poem, because if you share a poem you share with me, I'm definitely thinking that people are going to enjoy it. So I turn the stage and the mic over to Miss Bella Padilla.
Hello, everybody.
Hello?
Bella. I'm from Puerto Rico, and I've been following you guys for almost 2 years. So inspiring. I'm so honored to be here with so many of you that, oh my God, it's amazing the way, your lyrics and, how you, it impresses me how you fight for your right through poetry and how you speak for others through poetry. And that's what really inspired me to follow a lot of you. And now I hope to follow more. So I'm going to share, okay. I didn't think I was coming in so soon. I was waiting for the big guns first. But you was asking, about what we done in the time of the pandemic. Me personally, I think I really found a secret place. So I made a collection of poetry based on that. So I'm going to share one of those with you today. I hope that the Holy Spirit takes over. Collection from the secret place. I found hope in that secret place where I shape my verse. There, where I moan your name, where I hide in your hand and I rise to your heaven. And still, in my despair, when I can't find words, when calm is far away and the cry reaches the ground, when my soul without consolation reaches that hidden place, tired, looking for a coat, looking for you in that refugee. In prayer, I bury the fears that betray me. And it's there that you crown me, immerse me in your Holy Spirit. In your words, I dress. In her is my armor. In prayer, it is stimulated. And then there is no accusations that could separate me from your gift, that can resist your presence. In that secret place where my fire is lit, there I turn into mud, and like mud, he molds me. So I am taking shape, clothed with his love of justice, of forgiveness, of patience and meekness. A cry that uncovers the helmet of salvation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and step aside because I don't want to do all the talking all night. So go ahead and handle it for a minute, and I'm gonna sit back and listen and see if I can get behind and make sure the technical issues are good.
All right. Can you hear me, Crucial?
I certainly can, poet.
Awesome. I'm actually going to rock out a poem that I've been holding back with all the technical difficulties. I want to get this out here, if that's okay with you.
Okay, well, it is okay with me, but you know what? Let me just at least say this before I turn it over to you. If you want to perform, please tap the mic. And while you're waiting, please keep your phone on mute so that Miss Story can get through her piece. So tap the mic if you want to perform and let them know if you're a singer or a poet. Now, with that being said, go on, Miss Story. Go ahead and talk to the people.
All right. So I think a few people probably missed my introduction. So I have a little poem that I wrote to introduce myself. And it goes like this. I know you guys don't know me, but I still would love it so much if you show me some LOVE. I'm bearing my soul so you can feel me and get the real me. See, I didn't come here expecting a standing ovation because I know I haven't sold 1 million records across the nation. And I know I'm not on the radio in heavy rotation, but I have a story to tell. And I'm gonna screen it to all the creation, to the whole population, if that's what it's taken, because I've been through some things. See, I've experienced some love, some like, and even faced some hatred. But that hatred is my motivation to keep it moving, keep it popping, because I can't stop until I reach the top. Who am I? I'm glad you asked. My first name is Melissa, but I'm better known to my friends and family as Miss or Missy, just a shy girl from the NC, trying to make my mark on this world. So when I leave here, hopefully people will miss me. So please don't diss me. Love me, hug me, embrace me, kiss me. Because I only kick these rhymes and stories righteously as they're presented to me. I view this as a gift from God, you see, because without him, none of this will be possible. Me without poetry in my life is highly improbable. Poetry, my first love, my true love, I put her before anybody that decides to step up. So I invite you to take this journey with me, this journey that releases and sets me free, this journey that starts in my head, sometimes awakening me out of my bed from a deep sleep. Thoughts, feelings, and ideas just waiting to be released, hoping to find a listening ear, one soul to touch, someone who's digging my message just as much, so that through my writings, I'm no longer a mystery, but as my name should be pronounced, Miss Story, Miss Story, Miss Story, in peace.
All right, poet. All right. You tell him. Okay. So, Miss Story, you rocked out, and I dug that poem. Now, I just want to make sure that all the artists who are waiting in the queue know that if you want to get on, please tap the mic. Because I'm not certain if Mr. Vincent Q is still in the house.
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
How you doing, good brother? Is everything
Man, I am blessed, Crucial. Blessed, bro.
Well, I'm happy to hear that, Jake. I'm happy to hear that. Now, Miss Tori, I know you were supposed to introduce, but it didn't seem like the name popped up so that you didn't even know he was here. That's why I just wanted to keep it moving, because I didn't want my man Vince to be waiting in the queue when he was on the line, and I thought that I was certain that that's where he was. So, my brother, I want you to rock out a poem for us. Give us that Mrs. Q flow. And then I want you to tell me how this pandemic or virus has been positive for you. And before you do, I also want to say hello to the missus, because it ain't right to say what's up to the king, because that you are. I also dig the hair. I'm digging the hair without also saying and sending love to the queen.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Always.
All right, well, you know what, Crucial? I'm gonna do one of your favorites. Hello?
Yes, I'm here. You said what? What is it that you want me to know?
I said I'm gonna do one of your favorites.
Uh-oh. There we go. I appreciate that love, King. I'm trying not to put you on the spot, right during the minute of the show, but I appreciate that love. Go ahead and do your thing,
That's
bro.
all right. You told me to keep one in the pocket, right? Keep one in your back pocket at all times.
Always.
My man. All right. The name of this poem is Deirdre. See, I've seen her walking the street that we all call a strip. You know, that place where you can find every kind of trick or trip, where there are lots of leaking and lost minds and babbling and loose lips that spend their time insanely reasoning through excuses and nonsense. But they all call her, "Hey, Dee, come here, girl. Come here." But see, her name is Deirdre. She's 16 years old, and nobody ever thought to tell her that she was a queen. And if you speak to her like I have on occasion, you can't help but notice that her life is fading. Her innocence is lost, and she's just a baby. Another child that never had a chance to be. She laughs a lot, but she never smiles. And in her eyes, you can see all the guilty verdicts from all the unfair trials that she's been a victim of, all the while waiting for a pardon or justice, or maybe just some love. See, I asked her one time, I said, "Deirdre," because see, I call her Deirdre, though there's nothing wrong with the name Dee Dee. It's just that Deirdre is so much more than what Dee Dee is able to see. I said to her, "Deirdre, baby girl, what are you doing here?" And she just laughed that laugh of hers, and she told me that here was better than there. She went on to tell me how life has put her through her paces. There was no support system, and yes, her uncle was the rapist. Her daddy was upstate, upside down, and her mother was chasing $5 clouds, trying to erase the scars from her own personal hell. She told me that the dam broke when her water broke and her baby came. See, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, and nothing in Deirdre's life would ever be the same. She said she felt something go snap inside. Said she felt all numb and black inside. And when she held her baby daughter and looked down into her cousin's eyes, that was the moment that Deirdre started to run. She ran from nothing to nowhere. The hurting was unfair. The burden that she bears is all of ours, but who cares? I mean, who really cares that Deirdre lives and works the streets? We all live our lives fast asleep. We slept on her purpose, her gifts, in her dreams. We slept on protecting the most precious of things. We slept on her life and co-signed her to death. We slept on the promise of a child until there was only emptiness left. And I really don't mean to speak to you because truly that's not my place. Because every time I look in the mirror, I see the most guilty face. Thank you.
Yes, good brother. Yes. Go ahead. Do you realize we talk to him? Talk to him.
Listen. You already know. I heard that voice. I said, no, I know. That's my Uncle Vincent. I know.
Yes, it is, baby girl.
I know that's Uncle Vincent. Come on, man.
I'm so happy to hear from you guys. You know I love
Listen, I love that poem each and every time. And you already know what I think about. In the back of my mind, I'm singing Lost and Turned Out. Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. So listen, how have you been?
You guys. This is awesome. This is awesome right here. Technical difficulties and all.
Listen.
I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that because we're gonna work it out, this, and I appreciate you talking that poem for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and let Realize Me go ahead and talk to you. I'm gonna let you talk, but also talk about how the quarantine has benefited you, if it has.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Through this whole thing, this has been a time of renewal for me more than anything else. You know what I mean? I've had time to really get centered. I haven't been doing a whole bunch of creating. You know what I mean? I haven't been doing a lot of writing because I was doing films and I was scoring short films for other people and all that stuff. And I was even writing some things that I wanted to get into production, but Corona shut it all down. You know what I mean? And when it shut it all down, I was a little bit upset about it because I was in a flow. You know what I mean? But I realized that it was the creator's way of just slowing me down and making me center and really get back in touch with him to stop all the moving and rushing and you know what I'm saying? So I just put it down, man, and it has been nothing but eye-opening. I mean, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, it's just I look at it as bad as it is. I look at it and I take the positive from it. The fact that I was able to just center like is what I needed. You know what I mean? So for me, it's been a positive thing. You know, thank God. You know, nobody close to me has been really affected.
Thank God.
Really by it. But for me, yeah, it's just been a time of renewal, actually.
Yes. You know, I'm right with you. I say that we have learned, where our bounty comes from. If we ever were mistaken or confused about where our blessings come from, this has most certainly given us the opportunity to take some time and reflect and reprioritize as we understand who and what keeps us safe, who and what keeps us healthy, who and what keeps us sane. And, I am just so glad to see you, so glad to hear that you and your family are well, because you are always in my highest of prayers.
Oh,
I am so glad.
Realize. Tell the king I said hello.
I most certainly will. Also, Miss Victoria, I want to say it's so good hearing you as well. Miss you so much. So we are going to go ahead and see what's going on. Do we have Jamie Preston? We're going to have Jamie Preston. If you are a performer, I'm going to ask that you tap the mic, Mr. Preston, if you are performing. We'd love to hear you if you are performing. If you are not performing, I'm going to ask that everybody please. Jamie, is this you? All right, I'm going to ask that everybody else mute their mic. Jamie, is this you coming through?
No, that wasn't me coming through. I'm not performing. I'm just here listening.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Jamie. All right. So if we do have any, Anthony, we appreciate you so much for joining us, and thank everybody for bearing with us through our technical difficulties as we figure this thing on out. My co-hosts are amazing. Listen, if you are performing, please tap the mic. If you are performing, please type the mic. All right. And any tappers, listen here. Y'all want me to keep running my mouth? I don't have no problem doing it. I surely have some stuff to talk about. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and just say, how quarantine has benefited me, and I hope that I'm all right, Krush. I'm just trying to buy a little bit of time here so we can see if anybody else is performing. A lot like Uncle Vincent said, just reprioritizing, making sure that I know where my bounty comes from, where my blessings come from, where my good health and good sanity comes from. I've learned that I am so much stronger than I remembered. I am so much stronger than I remembered. For some reason, I started to find myself being very complacent. And so I have been able to remember that I'm a fighter and I am courageous. So I see that there is Ron. Ron wants to perform. Ron, are you here? Ron, if you can unmute yourself.
Hey, are you been?
Mr. Parnell, look, first of all, if Panoramic Poetry don't come through, man, yes, how are you, Mr. Parnell?
This is like getting back on Green Street.
Man, I miss you so much. How are you?
I'm fine. I ran to the country when the COVID took over, so I've been down here since April 12th. It is so good to see you.
Listen, it is so good to see you. Hold on. Push may not be able to hear. Hold on. Let me see if he can hear us. Let me see. Hold on. Listen. But it's all right. You keep going. We're gonna get him on. If he can't hear, we're gonna make sure we get him on. Listen, tell us where down south are you?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Hey, how you been? I've been good, brother. I've been good. Yeah, well that's amazing. If I can, I'll do a little quick thing. Well, I don't want to cut off the queen, realize me, because she was talking to you. But we're trying to get this up so you can holler at them. But what we're going to do is, I want you to rock out a piece for me, dear brother, because I know you got a poem in your back pocket. I know you do. I got one for you, brother. There you go. I know you wouldn't let me down, dear brother. I know you wouldn't let me down. We've been rocking together too long. You're not to be ready. Okay, I'm gonna do a poem. It's called "Everything, Everyone, Anything and Anyone." It says, everything ain't for everyone, but the possibilities they invite and extend to almost anything and anyone. You see, you gotta play in order to have any chance to have a win. And since the game's already afoot, why don't you tell me what's your excuse for not already fully doing it? And even when and if opportunity knocks, it's still incumbent upon you to answer and open up that door. And although everything ain't for everyone, I'm just a bit curious about what the hell are you waiting for? Could it be that you think opportunity should be gift wrapped, somehow packaged and tied up neatly with a bow? So I want to know, are you going to eat in this very moment or hesitate and procrastinate and have your opportunity packaged for later, maybe somewhere to go? Because everything, all of it, ain't for each and every one. Hell no. However, the possibilities they invite and extend to almost anything and to nearly anyone. So my advice is either you lead
You follow or you get the hell out of the way. Just decide, because there's a cost you'll bear that's above and beyond the cost you'll pay. And just remember, a closed mouth will and can never be fed. So eat it all fully in the moment, or either you starve and wind up more or less close to something like that. Because everything ain't for anyone, but the possibility, they extend to everyone. There you go.
Oh man, Mr. Ron, this is Miss Story.
I see you've been keeping the legs tight during the COVID down south.
I'm down here in the sunshine.
It's all good. Missy, are you on the line? I want to introduce you to none other than a good brother, Mr. Ron Parnell.
Yeah, I'm on here. Can you hear me, Crucial?
I can hear you, darling. Say hello to Mr. Ron Parnell, Missy, because this brother is one me and him, we go back.
Yes, yes.
Hey, Mr. Ron.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Good to meet you. I'm in North Carolina.
Okay, I'm right on the border. I'm up there, Hosky, in Virginia Beach, in the border.
Oh, okay, nice. I enjoyed that piece you just dropped. We appreciate you coming through and gracing us with your talents.
Hey, you know what? I haven't seen some of these people in such a long time that it kind of like warms my heart. Brother Crucial, Q, Realize, Miss Victoria Barbie. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good to see these people. It's good to share talent and to be bathed in their genius. Because I love them. And there ain't nothing they can do about it.
Love you too.
That is real talk.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hang in here, but thank you. And I appreciate it. Look, like I said, I love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
I feel you. Thank you for joining us, good brother. Thank you for joining us.
Need that love. I don't know about y'all.
If you are listening and you want to perform, please tap the mic. And while you are on the line listening, if you're not a performer and you're just trying to hear the show, make sure you keep your phone on you. Miss Story, so what you doing? You all right over there?
I'm doing great. Enjoying all the talent I'm hearing.
Okay. Did you hear your mom on the line earlier?
I did. Hey, Mom.
I told her that you probably heard and that you were sitting in love. So I just wanted to give you a shout out, but I realized we were in the midst of those technical issues. Realize me, how you doing over there? You just like taking us back to old school time?
Listen, I am hanging. I am over here. Listen, we doing the thing. It feels so good. It feels so good to be back in the room with my family again. Man, I can't tell you.
And you know what? That's the one reason why I think people are rocking out through the technical issues, because it's just good to be around other poets, other artists, sharing talent, sharing artistry, sharing poetry like we used to do. And that's why I'm happy for this format. I'm happy for the No BS Duo Network for giving us this opportunity and the formation of the Power of Three. And behind the scenes, they're working it out. So, you know, we're going to be patient with them like they're patient with us. And we just ask that everyone who's listening and vibing, that you be patient with us. And we're going to work it out. This is our very first show, and we're going to feel it. That's not a problem. And I got a poem sitting right now, I'm burning, waiting to go, but I want to make sure that I take care of everybody who's listening. They want to speak and drop a poem. So if you do want to drop a poem, please tap the mic. Let them know that you're a singer or a poet. And to those that are just listening, please keep your phone on mute. Anything you ladies want to say, anything good going on that you guys want to talk about, Missy, Realize, anything happening?
I didn't get to answer the question about how quarantine has benefited me. So I was going to just talk about that briefly.
Well, don't let us keep from answering them, please. Share with us, how's quarantine benefited you?
Well, I've been sharpening my skills in the kitchen. So I've been cooking up some tasty meals that normally I wouldn't have a lot of time to, perfect. So that's one of the benefits I've had since
that sounds right. What you cooking up? What you cooking down there, sis?
Oh man.
Swing by there in North Carolina, go see that girl. Because she be posting pictures on her Facebook page of these meals, and they be looking good. And I'm all the way around. I'm thinking, I can't wait till we get together because I'm gonna make that plate for me.
My signature is my shrimp and grits. My second signature is my ribs. So those are two of them right there.
Oh yes. You could make some beef ribs, sis. You can make some beef ribs.
I do the pork.
Oh man!
But I'm sure I can
work on the beef.
I'll work on the beef. I'll work on the beef.
Same thing for me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I gained about 400 pounds thinking about some beef ribs, boy. I get the wheezing in my
Yeah, so next time we get together, we'll have a little feast.
I went to this barbecue spot the other day, and I went in there to get some beef ribs. And the lady behind the counter told me, she said, we're all sold out of beef ribs because COVID is really wreaking havoc on the meat industry. And they were like, beef ribs aren't even available now. So I'm still trying to find a place that has some beef ribs that they're willing to sell, because it seems like that the meat industry is in trouble from COVID.
Listen, it is because, I only eat beef bacon. And at this point, when I find the beef bacon, I got to buy 5 packs of it. I'm in the supermarket spending $60, $70 on bacon. Shopping cart full of bacon. But Crucio, I just started making my own beef ribs. I got this stand. Anybody in Germantown ought to know about Azam's. And Muslim sister, she makes everything. Look, she got a little cart, a little food truck right on the corner of, what is that? I think it's like Locust and Boyer. Man, it is so good. And she charged $23 for them ribs. Yeah, she does, for a platter of ribs. And you know what? I'll be right there at her stand, cash apping her $23 on a regular, because they are good.
I need to maybe go see her.
Come on. No, I think she's at like Locust and Boyer. I know she's at Boyer because I live at the end of Boyer. But I think she's on like between Locust and Church and Boyer in Germantown, over there near LaSalle. And her name is Azam. I'm going to shout her out.
I realize me is talking about Philadelphia, so I just wanted to give you clarity on that. She's talking about Philadelphia. That's what we're talking about. So realize me, I don't think I heard your answer to the question of how COVID has benefited you.
Well, I gave my righteous answer. I'm gonna go ahead and tell the truth. COVID has sparked my entanglement with Amazon. Me and Amazon, we have an entanglement going on. COVID-19 has brought about 19 different packages to my house. And all of a sudden, I'm finding all types of wonderful things that I just must have. But, I'll tell you all a secret, and I'm not afraid to share. I'm not ashamed. I am a little ashamed, but I'm going to go ahead and speak my truth here because somebody needs to hear this. I wish I had some organ music going in the background. I'm about to set somebody free. Somebody else has done this. And I'm going to say, if you have gotten to this place with Amazon, you need to turn around and go the other direction. So, my husband, he normally leaves and goes to work where he ought to be. But now, because of COVID, he's home, sitting in the living room. Oh, wait, I'm hearing the music. Am I supposed to be quiet? All right. I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. Let me read my messages. All right. No, I'm good. So he been sitting in the living room, not doing nothing. He think he working from the home office. He ain't doing nothing, but waiting on the doorbell to ring so he can collect my Amazon packages, right? So he done made comments about my entanglement with Amazon, and I told him to mind his business. This is my money. I spend it on what I want. I said that in my heart and inside of me. My lips didn't actually mouth those words. But
good job, sis.
Thank you. So I'm learning this marriage thing. So, but one day I got a package. He and I were out, and he was in the store, and I was sitting in the car. And my daughter said, "Oh, mommy, you got a package." I said, "What is it?" She said, "I don't know." I said, "Open it." I said, "Open it. Now take the container it came in and the little piece of paper that came in the package, put it in a plastic bag, stuff it in the bottom of the trash can." I had her smuggling my Amazon.
Now, you know, your king is a very good friend of mine. Now, you know, I don't even want to know these secrets because I don't want to have to be the one in the middle to tell him that you might want to check the trash can. Right. So, you know what we're going to do now? We're going to take a break because we're a little past the halfway part, and we're going to let Shauna give us a jazz tune, and then after the jazz tune, we're going to come back, and all three of us, we're going to rock out a poem. We're going to go bang, bang, bang. I'm going to go first. Roger, you can go second. Missy, you go third. That is the order. Crucial first. Realize me second, Missy third, and after that, we'll see if we have any callers in the queue, and we're going to bust it up some more, and we can either rock out another poem. Look, I got poems in the head just waiting to get out. And as far as your entanglements with Amazon, I'm just going to end and say this. Let me go ahead and call Will and Jade and see if we can book you a spot on the show to talk about your situation with Amazon and your entanglements at the red table. So, Shauna, if you could, please kick us a song, a jazz tune.
All right. Thank you all for coming back after the break. We're going to keep rocking this thing. We do have a person that is going to speak now. His name is Michael Lee. Mike, you with us?
I am. Thank y'all for putting this on.
Awesome. Go ahead and rock your piece, sir.
Whew, all right, so I haven't really wrote much. I'm really new to this, so I want to give a little bit of something to y'all. I literally wrote this a couple minutes ago, just sitting here, so please bear with me. The name of it is She Don't Know. She don't know, she don't know, she don't know. She don't know the true value that she possesses, because of the ones that have labeled her value have done so with little or no respect, or maybe less. She looks to the models of social standards who are valued by how they look between their neck and their toes, instead of the intellect that she has between her left and right earlobes. Saddened by disappointment, broken down by love, looking for everything that she has never had. She looks in the mirror and the room goes dark. No reflection, no direction, just an empty heart. She is still alone in a room full of people, trying to be each and every one, refusing to dig deep and see where that true self-respect comes from. Who is she? Who made her? Look in the mirror. How we have changed the way that we look at our sisters. We have overlooked her. We've passed her. We've missed her. We have destroyed her. We forgot to uplift her. We told her she should be who she should be. We guilt her into who she should act or how she should act. Let's fix her. Let's hold her. Let's uplift her. Let us help her know. Let us help her grow. So she will never have to say again, she don't know, she don't know, she don't know. Thank y'all.
Okay, Mike, I'm snapping for you, my brother. That was nice.
Yes, that was everything. Yes.
You just wrote that for
really
real?
Feeling that.
Yeah, I was sitting here and I was like, I want to do something. And I was like, let me try to put something together real quick that would make sense. You know, I just feel like nowadays we see so many young ladies lost in who they feel they have to be. And sadly, I think it's because of us men sometimes. You know, we make them feel they got to fit this certain mold to be acceptable as a woman. But, you know, we got to continue uplifting our women.
Well, we appreciate you coming and gracing us with your talents, brother. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Definitely, I appreciate that, King. That was a good piece. And you're right. We as men gotta carry the weight. We've been fumbling the ball. I agree. So we gotta lead by example, put our best foot forward, and be the face we see in the mirror to present the change we want to see in our culture and community. All right. Good brother Michael Lee has definitely rocked out. And I'm gonna rock out a poem after good brother. And this is something new. And when I say new, I mean this is straight hot off the presses new. And it only came about because I was out a little while ago. But of course I was practicing social distancing and I had my mask on. But I ran into this woman and she was coming at my neck. And, you know, I asked her age because, you know, I'm old school. So I need to know these things so that I don't find myself in some crazy situation that legally might come back to find me in those silver handcuffs. So I do ask, you know, and a lot of people think I'm a lot younger than I look. But anyway, she inquired and I was trying to be cordial and not accepting her advances. But it didn't seem like she was feeling me, so she was coming at my neck. And, you know, as a poet, this is what we do. We write about these things. So let me share with you what I wrote. And the part that really got me the most was the sister said she could put me to sleep because she was the champ and I must be scared. I tell you, Corona got these people going crazy. But anyway, this piece is called Tapping Out. I've walked through the valley of death, talked to the Grim Reaper quite a few times, enough so I could get around his place as if his place was mine. Each time I told him I was going to the back of the line, because see, I still had stories to share in my poetic rhymes. I awoke the next day eager to start my rehab grind, wanting to leave that last talk with death, and along with my stay in the hospital, far, far behind. Doctors told me staunchly, I can't condone you going out artistically at night. I told them my will was definitely strong for the stage, but the call of the poetic mic was even stronger. And what I had inside to tell from my journey could wait no more longer. So even if I wasn't exactly 100%, I was ready with God's backing to embark on my path, prove to him my strength and how indeed I was ready plus stronger. Showed by example by my ability to swim in water and capture smoke, that I was the true natural mystic blowing through the air. So the thought of making the supposed chant without question tapped out was not a task before me, which made me scared. She really had no clue what was in store, the weight with which my life had bared, because with each mind-touching stroke, she would learn to humbly care. Then after an acquiesce, a submissive tap, and finally a satiated stare, that after a needed sleep, all of her sacred secrets to me, she would willingly share. But when you vibrate for a higher frequency, you find yourself asking yourself, just because I could, does it make it right that I should? The journey I'm on now is a path where these years of celibacy have now firmly stood, hoping to be broken only by the one meant for me, who, if she was asked, was she down to love me, confidently, she'd reply without question that she would. So until then, I'll humbly now just remain quiet, allowing you to talk your unproven trash, because what I seek on the path of my is so much deeper than simple bravado steps, or ensuring sleep falls on your bragging with the false title ass. With looking down on my talks with death, they come with sacrifices. So in the end, I'm going to choose to righteously pass. Because the next level I see, whether she comes slow or fast, is something in this lifetime, and the next is an ascension that will eternally last. All right, good people. Again, I gotta remind you, if you're on hold, you gotta mute your phone. Please mute your phone. And if you want to perform, tap the mic. And as we're closing in on 8:30, this is going to be last call for people to tap the mic. So if you want to perform, it's important to tap the mic. Otherwise, please keep your phones on mute and let us know if you wish to perform. But if not, I still got about another 10 poems in the head that I want to get to, but I know they don't all have to be tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let Realize Me say something to the people.
How you doing? Something to the people? Listen, I just want to make sure that I say to you that I am having an amazing, fantastic night. And again, I'm just so that my panoramic poetry is here too. Family is here, so they will hopefully hear the inspiration of this poem. It is called Her Timeless Kiss. Lost in space, oblivious to time, with only the thoughts of his lady. A woman standing on the corner observes my king walk in the room. He salutes me when he saw me. He didn't stop at the group of brothers standing at the doorway that he crossed on his way to me. He didn't observe the beautiful woman that walked past him, although she definitely observed him. He didn't stop at the bar to grab a drink or at the buffet to get a bite to eat. He came directly to his queen, put his hand around the back of my neck, pulled me into him, and kissed me. Later that evening, the woman came to me and said, "He must not have seen you in a long time for him to kiss you like that." I smiled at her, having no idea that she had witnessed this kiss, and I replied, "He just saw me in the park."
Hello? I'm not certain if We're having technical difficulties still. It seems like it just went out.
Yeah, Crucial, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Kush, can,
You realize me still there?
Kush, can you hear me? I'm
There we
here.
go.
I can. I can hear you. Realize me.
Okay. So you know what? I see that there are a few other people that are trying to get on. You want to go ahead, Missy, and take it?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and walk out my piece.
You want to rock out your poem?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do mine.
Okay, and then I'll introduce the next poet after that, and then Missy, you can introduce the next artist after that.
Okay, sounds great. So this poem is actually hot off the press. I just wrote this one. It's called Control. This morning, I woke up like this. It was like a switch flipped, and I stripped, all the negative stuff ditched. I felt so different. But before I get into that, let me take it back a bit. Just the day before, I was grief-stricken, suffering from the loss of me, and it was quite sickening. Putting stock in other people's opinion of me, letting them measure my worth as if it was part of a recipe. This one's opinion, that one's opinion, then the rest was me. And if you're thinking illogically, instead of one, it might add up to three, but that math just was not calculating for me. See, I've been letting these same ones continue stressing me, pressing me, neglecting me, expecting me to sit by patiently while they judge me so harshly with weighted scales. While respectfully, I give the best of me, always choosing in the other's best to see. Conceptually and retrospectively, I have made it seem as if it was okay treating me disrespectfully, waiting on their validation like they have a parking degree, subliminally entering into my mind subconsciously and continuously, but no more. It's not cool, and I've been the fool, because at one time their actions I once silently approved. I cannot expect them to change. I have to improve how I move. I have nothing to lose and everything to prove, but not to them, but especially to me. I'm taking back control, sort of like that Janet Jackson video, because in the end, it's just me and who I choose to be, what I choose to do, what I choose to believe, and what I choose to achieve. Those holding opinions cannot do that for me. Neither do they pay my bills or contribute to me financially, nor do they shoulder the weight when burdens cause me not to sleep. They've never walked a month, a week, or even a day in my shoes, but every decision that I make seems to make the breaking news. Then they want to offer me this so-called advice, and I sit there like a puppy trying to find out if I did it right, or the silent judgment that rings so loud and clear, all designed for my character to smear. And I'm tired. I can't do this anymore. My own self-worth I had to explore. My own self I had to implore to revisit the basics. So I went back to the drawing board. I had to remind myself of who I am, an upstanding and loyal ride or die friend, a mother, a daughter, a sister, a niece, and a cousin. I'm a counselor and even a nurse, because I make people feel better when they feel hurt. I'm a warrior fighting battles all day, every day for those I love, and I'm always coming out on top. I'm a survivor. I keep pressing forward and I will not stop. So yes, today I woke up like this, and I even became a snitch, ratting out myself until I fixed all of this, feeling quite different, feeling the power coursing through my veins, realizing that I'm the definition of a queen, and I need not one soul to authenticate what I already do and what I already know. I'm taking back my control. In peace.
Oh, shucks, girl. That's right. Take that control.
Word. Da. Yes. I love that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm over here throwing pins. We gotta tell you about throwing pins, y'all. That everything, Miss Story. That was good.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, what we're going to do now is I'm hearing from the booth. I'm hearing from the booth that they are willing to give us maybe an additional 30 minutes due to our earlier technical difficulties. I am willing to ride it out for another 30. But ladies, I realize that I don't know how you guys feel about it. So you tell me. I know that you are maybe low on power there to realize me. If you want to go charge and come back, we can do that. And because there's a possibility we may get an additional hour. But at least we got 30 minutes. And we think you can do something with that for the phone and get some juice. Come on back, girl. Because you know the power of 3.
I like that. I like that. Yep, I'm at 1%. So yes, I definitely want to try to charge up and see if I can get back in so I can hear, get some more of this good love, because this is good.
Okay, because I want you to do that peace time this kiss. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what. If you can come back, I'm gonna do my poem time kiss so people can understand where your poem came from. Is that cool?
I think
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, good. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring up the next artist, and the next artist is a good friend of mine as well. This brother right here, I'm rocking one of his bracelets on a daily. He got that serious fire jewelry. But anyway, I want to introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, the poet, known as the Poet D, Demetrius Ford. What's good, D? You there? Demetrius, are you there? You gotta unmute, good brother. Gotta unmute.
Oh, okay, can you hear me?
Yes. All right. So, how you been, good brother?
I've been good, man. Hanging in there, doing my thing, working.
I know you have. I see you on Facebook. I see you on Facebook checking the city of Philadelphia and working hard, directing the blame. I see you, good brother. I see you.
Yeah, man. And making the jewelry. Of course, I'm making the jewelry, and I'm dropping that single. Hopefully, I'll get that single out.
Okay. Well, good brother, before you answer the question of the night, I know you got a poem for us.
Yeah, I do something.
I appreciate that.
Mama's cooking.
Go ahead, brother. The mic is yours.
All right. Mama's cooking again. Tainting the morning air with thick cut bacon, frying in the pan on high flame, wakening my senses and salting me in my sleep. Mama's technique will raise you out of a deep sleep. Mama's cooking again, buttering up the frying pan, cooking apple turnovers. The thought turns over and over in my head. Oh, what a treat Mama is making. Apple turnovers for me. She must be in a good mood, rocking the top on that pot of grits. Grits popping, raising the top, cooking on high flame, echoing through my ears. Every time I can hear that top on the pot raised off and put back on again. Mama is stirring them about, adding butter, sugar, and cinnamon, or brown gravy with butter biscuits on the side. I used to live for this. I truly miss this. Mama's cooking again. Her and Ancient Mama sweeten up the morning with Karo syrup. Those days will be dawning with the spell of Mama's, and those days will be dawning with the spell for Mama's loving well. The surprise that would be before my eyes, I try to recognize what Mama is cooking without coming downstairs looking. Using my super smell senses to decide, all the while sneaking a peek to conquer the lip smacking mystery. Every time, taking the pride and liberty of anticipation. There ain't no mistaking the main ingredients for Mama's loving well. 100% all natural, pure love. Her all-purpose spice. Always something nice. Mama's cooking again, and I am surely spending the night. So, that's just about that, when your mom used to cook, you're going to always miss it. So I wrote something about that, all about how my mom's cooked that breakfast in the morning, be upstairs smelling it.
I don't know about anybody else, but I just got hungry.
Hello?
Can
Yeah, I think
that was a good
can you hear me?
one. That was a good one.
Oh yeah, that was excellent.
Thank you. Thank you.
You made me hungry. I'm ready to eat dinner now.
This is something that's coming in my book, Verbal Riffs Project, that's going to be coming out. And again, that was just a poem that I did pay homage to my mom.
Thank you for coming through and sharing.
And I definitely appreciated the poem, as always. But I appreciate your poetry, period. You got some fire. And that's why we've been knowing each other for as long as we have. That's why we vibe the way that we do. And you definitely got a brother hungry now, that's for sure. All right. So, good brother, before we let you go, what is your answer to the question of how COVID has been positive for you during this lockdown quarantine?
Well, it's definitely made me, well, I had more time to be creative. So therefore, with the world stopping, I'm pretty much what you would call a loner anyway. So it didn't affect me like it's affecting a lot of people. And I'm sure there's other people, like me that feel the same way because that's how we feel anyway. I don't have people coming to my house all the time. So what this is just giving me more time to just focus on being more creative, which is what I'm doing. Got in the studio, to get this project going and just bring it out. So it just gave me the incentive and the energy to just go ahead and get it done because I don't have a lot of distractions.
Okay.
The world, distractions with the world other than, hey, I got time for the protest. You know what I mean? That's not a distraction. That's something that's needed. But
Exactly. I'm running a couple as well myself, and I'm looking forward to doing it again because this is our time. Just like we used to see the images of the 60s back in the day and the fire hoses and the police dogs. This is our time. We need to be out on the forefront supporting the cause because this systematic racism is going on too long, and we have to be part of the change that we want to see in the world. So you're right.
Yeah, I got a piece that I'm also going to record called Man. Would be just right for about right now. It's something I had been wrote actually. We wrote stuff years ago, and it's going on right now. So that's also something I'm going to record and with me, negritude and militant man speak, and so this is on that level.
And poet, that's a sign. In regards to us as poets, that's a sign of like Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" and all the old school artists that we used to vibe to growing up. Their music was timeless. The Bob Marleys, the Marvin Gayes, the Stevie Wonders, about the issues going on right now, and it's timeless. And like you said, we've been writing about this for a while, but yet it's so relevant to what's happening right now. And that's a positive thing.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you for joining us. I appreciate you coming through, brother. We're going to work out the kinks and the bars. This was our first show, and it's going to be more fluid. And I hope you're going to stick with me and continue to ride with me like you always have. And I appreciate you, and I support you for that, Kim. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
And everybody.
All right.
Yes.
You okay over there?
Yes. I'm here. Hey, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's come on to perform tonight and all of our listeners. We appreciate y'all riding with us. Definitely. And up next, we have a singer coming to the mic. Mr. Tim Schubert, are you ready?
Hey, what's going on? Y'all here?
Yep.
I can hear you. Hold on, you know what? Let's see. I think we need to put the pressure on this artist. Put the pressure on this artist so people know what he represents and who he represents, so they know what's getting ready to go down. Put the pressure on him, please. I'm asking you to do that.
Let me give him a proper introduction, everybody. So as we have maybe spoke about before, Crucial and I are first cousins. We do this poetry thing together. Tim Shuford, who I just introduced, is my little brother. So the pressure is on you, little bro. You got to bring it. Tell the people.
I was trying to fly under the radar.
No flying under the radar. Everybody knows who you are. Tell us what you're going to sing and then bust it out.
Okay. So I stumbled across this song by Stephen Marley, and it's called "It's All Right." And it's not one of those songs that it's a huge singing type of song, but the lyric is just it's so deep to me that's what resonated with me. And I think in a room full of poets, it's all right, that it'll have the same effect. So
all right, Tim, hold on before you get started. I just want to remind everyone to please mute your devices. Please mute your devices. All right, Tim, go ahead.
But this work week has been so crazy for me that I like to try to prepare my vocals, but anyway, we'll just do what we can. So this is "It's All Right," Stephen Marley. And let me know if you can hear this music okay. I know it's going to be a little low, but can you hear that at all?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Turn the volume down on your end, and you can't watch and perform at the same time. That's going to create some issues for our technical team behind the scenes.
So say that one more time, poet.
You can't watch and perform at the same time. The volume is good, but just make sure to not try to watch the show and perform at the same time. You got to
turn your video off.
Get out and give us the fire, because I know you got the fire.
All right, gotcha. I've been a stranger to myself. I felt alone like no one else. I've seen the good suffer alone. I felt the power of love. I made a way out, flew where to go. And what's it all for? I don't know, but it must be said, just so you know, that it's all right, it's all right, it's all right, yeah. Said it's all right, it's all right, it's all right, yeah. The sun rise and rise and rise, it'll rise again. I've caught a glimpse of her beautiful. I've come to learn pain teaches more than her. Some come to the end of the world just to wake up and be reborn. I've seen the weak overcome this road. And what's it all for? Only God knows. But no matter how this life unfolds, yeah, it's all right, it's all right, it's all right, yeah. I said it's all right, it's all right, it's all right, yeah. If I keep telling myself that it'll be all right, Maybe I could get some sleep tonight. The sun rise and rise and rise. It'll rise again. Oh, it'll rise again. Yeah, it will rise. Oh, yeah. Said it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Yeah, 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 yeah. Said it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Yeah, 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 yeah. I keep telling myself that it'll be alright. Maybe I can get some sleep tonight. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
OMG. We got some people throwing shoes at you right now. Throwing shoes up at the stage. Wow.
Hey, guys.
Yes.
Look, I'm serious. I'm dead serious when I say this. I'm not smiling. I'm being straightforward. I'm dead serious. Man, tell people you know me when you out in the public. Just tell people you know Brother Crucial. I'm not telling you to tell people that you know me to help you. I'm telling you to tell people to help me. Because, brother, that voice is straight fire.
Wow. I've been hearing my brother sing for the longest time. And I
all I gotta do is spread me. My cousin.
Hey, can I be your cousin too, bro? Can I be your cousin, man?
You know we already related,
I'm gonna tell you right now, cause you can blow. Or as they say, you can sing. Not sing.
Slang with an A. You gotta put the A in that thing. Boy, you can sing. I've been hearing my brother sing since we were little. He used to get on our nerves singing in the shower all the time. But I'm telling you, now I am impressed every single time I hear him. Thank you so much for coming through and dropping your talent on us, Tim. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Ask him a question, guys. Ask him a question.
Oh yeah, we had the question of the day for you. How has quarantine benefited you? The positive side. What's going on with you?
I love that question. Quarantine has been amazing for me. I mean, of course, people who are getting sick and who have died is a tragedy, but I think it's so easy to see the negative in situations, but to try to take something and grow from it. So for me personally, it's been a time of reflection. And I think Vincent was saying that earlier. So it's been that for me. I've been able to, especially at the first part of quarantine, I started writing again, started writing songs and started writing more poetry. And so just allowing my creative side to come out again. And it's also been a time of just, stopping to smell the roses, so to speak, because I had gotten so busy with work that things that that kind of fed my soul, I wasn't doing as often. And so by slowing down, it kind of gave me the opportunity to do that. So between that and just having more time with my wife, it really has been a nice slow down pace for us, and just trying to continue to grow and be thankful for everything that we do have.
Yeah, that's a nice sentiment, Tim. We appreciate you answering the question. Hey, will you stick around and do another song possibly? We're crossing our fingers.
Voice ain't really hitting tonight, but yeah, I can't. I'll try to find something else.
All right, guys. All right. Hey, cuz. Yeah. I'm not putting no pressure on you. You ain't got to do this. As long as you singing another song, I'm happy. I'm good. But if I could, I would ask for maybe some Luther. But if that's not what you want to do, if that's not the direction you want to go, I'm just happy that you want to sing again.
Okay. You know, Luther, be ready for him.
I know. And I wouldn't be asking just anybody to do Luther. I'm asking my cousin to do Luther because I know what my cousin brings to the table. So I'm just asking humbly. You can tell me no. I'm your big cousin, but you can definitely tell me no tonight, and I ain't gonna be mad.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, definitely hang around. And I appreciate you because I love you. And boy, you can. All right, we're gonna take a break, and just so you know, for all of those who are listening, it is now 9:00, but we are gonna go for another hour. One more hour, we're gonna go. Because of the technical difficulties we had earlier, we had another hour of show. So please, if you want to tap the mic, so we can bring you up to perform. I know we have Mr. Michael Leo. He's going to come in after our musical interlude we are ready to play right now. But after that, if you want to join with us, please tap the mic so we can call you up. And when you're listening to the show, please keep your phones on mute so we can hear the entertainers. And if there are no entertainers after Brother Michael Leo, don't even worry about it. I got you. So, Shauna, please drop a beat for us, something smooth after that Tim sultry, velvety voice.
All right, and we are back, good people. Thank you all again. We want to thank you all for rocking with us. We're going to go another hour, as we said before. We know you could be doing so many other things, but you chose to be here with us, and we want to say thank you for riding with us. Up next, coming to the virtual stage, is Michael Leo. Michael, are you with us?
I don't know. Is Mike there? Michael Leo, are you there? Calling Michael Leo to the mic. You got to unmute yourself. You got to unmute. I'm not certain where Michael Leo is at. Michael, if you're out there, please get back with us. But the show must go on. First, I want to also just acknowledge the people that are tuning in and vibing with us on Facebook Live and also on Zoom and also through YouTube. I just want to say thank you for riding with us. We know that you could have been doing anything else, just like the poet Miss Story said. So I want to say thank you for rocking with us. We appreciate having you, and the technical team behind the scenes are working hard to iron out the issues, and we have another hour, so thank you. I know it's a Thursday night, but we're going to try to entertain you and give you something good, and if you're digging us and you liking what you're hearing, you can definitely tap that Cash App, make a donation, support the artists, support the poetry. We try to give you what's in our souls, and we try to give you what we represent. So we hope that maybe you might share in kind. All right. Is that Michael Leo trying to join us? All right. Well, being that Tim rocked out the mic with that smooth, velvety voice of his, and then, we had that smooth jazz cut, which I definitely feel. I'm going to rock out a poem. And this one right here, to my brothers, I ain't going to have to explain nothing, because y'all going to understand what I'm saying. I hope you will, at least, but I believe you will. And to my sisters, to the queens, to the ladies, to the women listening in earshot of this poem, this is for you. And it goes like this. It's called Walking Enticement. Sometimes I just like to look at you walk. It can be you coming towards me or just simply walking away. During these times, I feel I should just pull up a seat and just calmly watch as if you are on your own personal catwalk and I am caught up in your hips and their hurricane, being enraptured by their sultry sway. Slowly and seductively being blown away. I just dig the slide in your steps, the grooves in your moves, to where I am uplifted to a special place, feeling a unique beat to a rhythm that only you and I can feel. Watching you walk makes me wonder, do you actually tickle yourself with those soft, silky strides? That you are the conductor of my own personal multi-piece orchestra, and with ease you bring me all on key. Your walks make me desire to be a better poet, just so I can simply express more effortlessly what it is that you and your walks do to me. Watching you walk has me enamored to wonder underneath what is it that you wear to artistically capture it all so flowingly. What choices did you make today? Is it panties, thongs, whatever shorts, G-string, or possibly nothing on even at all? When we walk together, I purposely like to let you get slightly ahead of me, just so I can steal glances at your sweet strides while catching your lasting tasting scent you knowingly leave behind. An aphrodisiac trail of where you've been, where in the end, to watch you slow your pace, to purposely press back in synchronized step again, to confirm for me what I already know. That it's important to you as well as to me for us to walk together to get to where we both want to be. Watching you walk in heels, not those beginner shoes either, of 2 inches or lower, that require training wheels. I'm talking watching you walk in 3 inches or higher, of heels or wedges, though your steps look flawless, whether in flats, flops, or sneakers. The arch in your feet, the raising of your calves, the firmness of your thighs to the roundness of your behind. That creates a hypnotic spell that leaves me in your trance. Legs that look like they could step straight out of yesterday and still be 2 weeks ahead of tomorrow. Because see, those legs, they seem to go on beyond forever. A walk so unique and progressive that our ancestors, thankfully, because of his smile from the grave, from the African coast to the West Indies, from the slave ships to the southern plantations, along the Underground Railroad to the march in Selma, Alabama, from the Black Panther Party to the never-ending civil rights, from the Black Lives That Matter to the never-ending still community violence. No matter the reason, I just love to look at you walk sometimes. Loving most the walk that takes you to my loving, waiting, outstretched arms. And after that, the walk away immediately from our departing, loving embrace. Watching you walk carries its own special beat that no one, and I mean no one, could ever copy or even dare try to repeat. In peace. Peace.
I'm snapping for you, cuz. Wow. I don't even have words to say after that one.
What you say, guys?
I said I don't even have the words to say after that one. That was dope.
I'm glad you was digging it, guys. I'm glad you was digging it. I hope that the ladies out there can feel it too. So, guys, I'm gonna, step aside and I'm gonna let you have the mic and let you talk to the people.
All right. Well, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. Anybody that knows me knows how much I love music. I love like old school hip hop. So this poem is called The Demise and the Rise of Hip Hop. What happened to hip hop? Hip hop suffered a massive heart attack and flatlined and then eventually died. And it was no surprise because it had long been headed down this road of demise. Lacking the necessary supplies, completely demoralized, it had been desensitized. So at first I sighed and then I cried for 40 days and 40 nights, reminiscing on what hip hop used to be like, then listening to what hip hop grew to be like. Totally commercialized, lacking originality, not diversified, utterly translucent so everyone could see right through it. Lyrics that have no meaning, mainstreaming, dollar signs and eyes gleaming, 95% of the time demeaning. So yes, hip hop as I knew it had died, so I couldn't help but cry for so many days. My world was full of dismay. I was feeling a little bit crazed, weirdly amazed because I've been in love with hip hop since close to the beginning. But now so many people out here pretending, fake ambassadors of the art rendering, fake artistry. So pardon me for shedding tears so copiously and for remembering what hip hop used to be. But after the tears dried, a light so bright began to illuminate, and ideas so great began to formulate, starting to stimulate the creative juices inside my brain. So I broke out the paddles in an attempt to revive this hip hop nation that at one time thrived. I subjected it to mass scrutiny, analyzing all of its components more scrupulously. I perfected its once shaky voice, giving the people something they could vibe to and they could enjoy. I injected it with revitalizing fluids, making the message more lucid. See, I resurrected hip hop from its state of indolence and brought it back to its original magnificence. See, hip hop had to survive. Hip hop had to be revived. Hip hop has to stay alive and continue to thrive. Why? Because I am hip hop. Because hip hop lives on in more than just music. Hip hop is a revolutionary movement. In peace.
Yes, yes, yes. That's right. Hip hop is a revolutionary movement. We need more of those revolutionary songs. You're right. But until we do get the hip hop artists to rock those revolutionary songs, we as the poets got to carry it away, because that's where it originated from back in the day with the beat poets in the corners, whispering those poems and talking that talk against the system and the mainstream, and feeling that if people heard it, they really get arrested or locked up. But you know what? Poetry been around, it's still around, and it's going to stay around. So I dug that poem, cuz. I dug that Miss Story. I dug that, feeling that piece.
Thank you, cuz.
So I just want to let the people know, if you haven't realized me, it's not that she's not a part of the team. She's family. It's us three. The power of three. That does not change. Realize me phone just died, but it's okay. She's charging it up and she's coming back, because we are going to be here until 10 o'clock. So we got another 45 minutes. Realize me will join us and come back. So until then, Missy, me and you going to hold it down. You okay with that?
I'm ready, cuz. Always.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Okay, so I just want to give some thanks again to the people tuning in through Facebook Live, watching us and, vibing to the show. I want to give shout outs to those zooming in, along with Facebooking in and vibing with us live. Appreciate it. Feeling that love. That's good. And also, if you want to perform, if you want to rock out, just tap the mic, put your hand up so our technical team can see you and they can put you on the list, and we can bring you in to let you rock out and say your piece or sing your piece. And don't worry, none other than Tim Shuford is in the bullpen. He just resting the vocal cords, massaging the throat, making sure everything is good, and he is coming back. He is coming back. And if you didn't hear him the first time, oh my, I'm sure that he will rock something out that will make you say, I wish I would have heard what the first song was. But it's all good. This is every Thursday. We're going to do this and get it in from 7 to 9. And hopefully, after this show, the technical issues will be ironed out and we'll have a better, smooth running show. But it's okay, because we are now on an additional hour to make up for the earlier issues we were having from a technical standpoint. And I thank you for riding with us. I thank you for vibing with us. So we're going to keep it growing, keep it flowing, keep it grooving, keep it moving. Remember, if you're just listening to the show, please keep your phone on mute. So, guys, Miss Story, what's going on that you want to talk about in this crazy, crazy world? COVID is running rampant, and we know we have our question about how has COVID been positive. But until some people come on and rock out, because we already spoke about how COVID has been positive for us, but we just talk about what's going on in the world. How you doing? What's going on? You all right?
I'm doing great, because I also first want to give a shout out also to those people who are watching on YouTube live as well. But back to the question, I'm doing well, because I don't have too many issues going on right now. I'm just trying to keep everything positive and on the up and up as best as possible. I'm an introvert anyway, so being at home is okay with me. What about you, cuz? How's everything been with you?
You know you're preaching to the choir. Your blood is my blood. I say all the time, I'm okay being an introvert. I saw a post on Facebook that said, you notice you're an introvert when there's a economic crash of the markets. There is a virus running rampant, but yet through this social distancing and lockdown and quarantine, we don't feel a change whatsoever. It's all okay. But I do get out for the marches and the protests and the support because I definitely got to stand with my people because I don't want it to be 20 years from now and when people are reflecting back on this time we're currently enduring and they wonder, so what were you doing during that time? I want to be able to say, look, I was out there too. I went here, I was there, I was in it. I was doing my part trying to support the cause and uplifting for my people because the George Floyds, the Breonna Taylors, they all, the Elijahs, they all, the Elijah McConnells, all of them.
Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check.
Have you join us when you can. And until then, I just want to make sure that I let everyone know if you want to perform, please tap the mic. If you want to contribute to the cause and support the artistry and support us in our poetic endeavors, please tap the Cash App, donate. Anything you donate is a blessing and definitely appreciated. So if you're feeling it and you're vibing and you're riding and you're digging these poetic lines and rhymes, definitely share. I just want to also say that, this is a crazy time that we are living in. But in order for us to get through this, we have to not be distracted, not be deterred by all the other frivolous issues that are trying to pop up and take us off course, and realize that we have to move forward to get politicians in office who are going to support the cause that represents us and that reflects the things that matter to us as melanated people. In order to make it happen, we have to get out and be a part of the process and vote. I'm not even going to tell you who to vote for because we should all know the issues, do our research on the candidates, and then in turn make intelligent, progressive decision that will support and help us for the next 4 years because these last 4 years have been very, very tough and ugly. But that which does not kill us will only make us stronger. So you got to get out and support the system. So I'm going to check one more time. Ms. Story, are you back now?
I'm back. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Perfect.
So what do you think? What's going on in these times we're living in that you feel like you want to talk and bring to the forefront? And before you do that, let's also give our Facebook pages. So if people who are not friends of ours but would like to be friends of ours, they can connect with us. My Facebook page is wow, I almost forgot my Facebook page for a minute, but it's Poet Crucial. So that's www.facebook.com/Poet Crucial. It's spelled just like it sounds, and there's no space between poet and crucial. So it's POETCRUCIAL. Please link up, become friends, and if you want to rap, we can rap. And if you see anything I post that you want to talk about, let's talk about it. Okay, cuz, so what you got?
My Facebook page is Miss Story Vibes, MISSTORY, all together. Vibes, VIBES. Miss Story.
Okay. So in regards to what I asked earlier, what's going on today that you would like to talk about just to get off your chest? Uh-oh, did we lose you again, Miss Story? Okay, well, it seems like we lost her again. Just when I think we get these technical difficulties ironed out. Maybe it's the rain, but if you're on mute, Miss Story, please take it off mute. But if not, It's all good. It's all good. What I'm going to do, because this is a poetry show, so just because there are those that may be having technical issues does not mean that I'm having technical issues. So if you can hear me, then that means you may possibly feel me as well on this next poem. And just to give a shout out before I get into this next poem, Tim, you're ready, good brother, get ready. But this piece is called Soul Searching. This is about me. And sometimes things happen in life that make you think, make you dig a little deeper, make you contemplate. And for me as a poet, makes me write. And this piece goes like this. I'm a lost soul living on borrowed time, trying to find some meaning in my life, looking for direction in these poetic lines, hoping for understanding in my lyrical rhymes, just needing clarity, settling on sane clairvoyance, happy even for an epiphany even. Needing a sign of simplicity to finally show me the way, because currently I am a rudderless entity requiring an authoritative signal with say. My world definitely crumbling around me, with even my heart now in emotional disarray. Seeking love in one who expresses love at times in a cold, loveless way. The hypocrisy given at times by her from words and comments or silent actions with a deeper say. Supposed strong convictions defining meaningful purpose only serve to drive me to a darker place. It's so easy to judge while finding fault in others until those same circumstances become personal to smack you right dead in your face. When the lies from your youth that you once blindly believed to find hope in dark times, you now understand a falsehood that adults and parents force-fed. Just now needing something real, an actual truth that won't miss that's tangible to touch. Not empty words just said. A manifesto steeped in originality, not the basic instructions before leaving Earth or manipulations with no credibility. Because though my soul is lost, doesn't mean treat me like sheep, herding me into your duality. If that's the case, then this sheep is definitely without question black. Taking control of my soul's accountability, so I write in a never-ending battle, a quest to help my soul find the light, a journey for direction in these poetic lines, seeking understanding in my lyrical rhymes, just seeking clarity finally, eventually hoping for some sane clairvoyance. In the end, settling even for an epiphany. In peace. Thank you. All right, so if you're out there and you have a poem that you would like to share, please raise your hand, tap the mic, and we're going to get you on. So let me just check. Miss Story, are you back?
I'm back, cuz. You ready for me to rock the mic again?
Oh, you know you don't have to twist my arm. Go on. Tell us, share with us.
I'm not sure at what point my phone cut out, but my Facebook name is Miss Story Vibes on Facebook.
Uh-oh, I think she might have cut out again.
Warm hands.
I don't know where everyone else. Oh, are you still there, cuz?
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. All right.
I'm going like another poem to keep them interested, but I want you to speak.
All right, I'm ready. I just want to make sure you can hear me.
I can hear you.
All right. So this poem is called Cold Heart, Warm Hands. He felt my chest and nearly froze to death because there's only an ice box left where my heart used to be. Yes, I'm cold, never letting anyone get close to me, assuming their only mission is to get into position to get the best of me, disposing of my heart so carelessly, leaving behind the broken pieces for me to mend. My poor heart smashed again. Will rather spit on it before thinking of cherishing it. Yes, my heart remains cold, always anticipating the worst to unfold. So I continue on this journey, seemingly devoid of emotion, sick and tired of blending my devotion to unworthy people with dishonorable intentions, who don't even display a fraction of my passion. All about only the physical attraction, never learning the lessons from prior relations, or maybe too hurt themselves to even give a care about my thoughts and my feelings, my hopes and my dreams, pushing all that to the side completely and selfishly. So my hands stay warm from pushing people away all day, every day. My defense mechanism on full display, categorizing them all the same way, sometimes through no fault of their own anyway. But at this point, I have no time to play because my poor heart can't take any more pain. So once again, I allow my heart to freeze so that I can please my own insecurities. So please don't take this as an attack on you personally. Not ready to face the uncertainty or the possibility of a distorted love that could bludgeon me emotionally, probably missing out on an opportunity with a righteous man because I'm acting too cowardly to tear down those walls again. And at times, I know this is a tough pill to swallow, but I will continue to wallow in my own self-pity until I resolve this in my own mind conscientiously and come up with my own remedy, some type of cure for this malady. And until then, an Arctic heart seems the only option for me.
Yes, 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 yes. I can definitely relate to that. But you know, I'm gonna be honest with this story. There are days when I want to give up on this thing when it comes to love. I want to give up on the possibilities, but the poet in me and the Virgo in me just won't let me. They keep both pushing me. Don't stop writing, don't stop sharing, don't stop feeling, don't stop expressing. Because while you're still waiting, someone may hear what you have to say and it will help them reach the finish line. Well, I shouldn't say the finish line. It should help them reach the starting line. Because once you meet someone to then in turn move forward with them, that's the start of the race, not the end. So, but if you find them, somebody who's willing to rock with you and vibe with you, then that's a blessing. And I want everyone to find it if that's what it is they see. So I'm definitely feeling that poem. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome, cuz. Do we have any more people that tap the mic?
Well, we don't have, I don't think we have anybody who's looking to tap the mic, but I do want to give a shout out to some people that are on Zoom, and that would be, I'm not certain if that's my Aunt Dolores or just another person listening named Dolores, because if it's my aunt, I want to make sure I say hello to, I want to make sure I say hello to Aunt Dolores, not just Dolores. Old school, respect elders. So, with that being said, I want to give a shout out to Ron. I want to give a shout out to Toya, to Tanya, and I want to say hello to Adrian. The Virgos are definitely in the house. And I want to say hello to Reese and Denise. And I believe that Dolores was my Aunt Dolores. So let me say hello to Aunt Dolores, because I don't want to seem like I don't understand the rules of how respect is supposed to go. Because my Aunt Dolores has never been nothing but righteous in my eyes, and for me, growing up as a child, and even now as an adult. So, hello to Aunt Dolores. And just all the people that are listening through Zoom and through Facebook and through Live. And I want to thank you for being here. So, thank you for riding with us. Thank you for vibing with us. And please, if there are any poets or singers who want to tap the mic, definitely do that, because we are in the last 30 minutes of the show, really 26 to be exact. And I know that I have Tim Shuford in the bullpen or in the dugout, ready to step out on deck, and we're going to let him rock out. But before that, I just want to check and make sure that if anybody does want to rock out, please tap the mic, raise your hand so we can get you in the queue and on the list, because 26 minutes will go by rather fast. And when Realize Me comes back, because I'm still hoping she will give her phone some, her laptop some juice, not her phone, some laptop some juice, so she can rock out and come on back and join the party. But until then, myself and Miss Story will hold it down. You all right over there, Miss Story?
Yep, I want to definitely give a shout out to my mom, Dolores, your aunt. Thanks for joining us. I want to shout out Toya, Tanya, Adama, cousin Allison, I think, is on here too still. So yeah, I think so. I think she's still on here.
Well, definitely hello to my cousin Allison and Addie. Definitely. And also the artists that came before the Axiom, Miss Victoria Purifoy, Ron Parnell, Vincent Q, Demetrius Ford, Michael Leo. I mean, they definitely come through and you know, share with us. So I'm sorry, go ahead. Who else you want to shout out, cuz?
Oh, that was it. I want to shout out everybody, but I had to say those names specifically. So I appreciate everybody being on here and supporting us and riding with us.
I know we want to be invited to the next family reunion. You know, we don't want to be ostracized and kicked out.
Right.
But I will say this, guys. You know what this tonight reminds me of? Because I consider Realize Me like a sister. So this seems like our family get-togethers when we have family talent shows and we just all get together and rock out. This is more than, you know, in our family union when we all get together. And normally, you know, Aunt Dolores would definitely be putting her foot down in the kitchen with the food. So I used to feel like I need to come make sure I rock out just so I can earn my place at the table in my plate. Because Aunt Dolores don't be joking. She is originally from South Kakalaka, but she moved and now resides in North Kakalaka. And down south, they know how to put their foot in it.
Absolutely. I get it from my mama.
all right. So, with that being said,
is Tim ready?
Good brother. Huh?
I was checking to see if Tim was ready.
That's what I was going to say next. I was going to say, is Tim ready to give us a song? Because if not,
I'm here.
Here we go.
Uh-oh, he checked in.
So here's what I decided, because I'll do Luther. I'll probably do about half of the song, because you know he sings for about 52 minutes on his cut.
Well, I want you to know, cuz, that I want to give you a shout out from behind the scenes, because on the technical team is Shauna, who is also the CEO of the network, and she loves your voice. So I would be remiss if I didn't at least say that. So I just want to give you a shout out on behalf of her, because I'm sure if you get ready to rock Luther, she get ready to have a fit.
Well, if please send my appreciation, because I really do appreciate it. You know, like any artist, I appreciate being enjoyed and people enjoying our craft. I wanted to mention something real quick. So I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. I am an extrovert, okay? So when I tell you I have had to really meditate on not touching people, you know, not inappropriately, of course, but just handshakes, hugs. I'm a hugger. So that is probably the one thing that has been a little challenging for me during this pandemic, is not, you know, that being out and about and doing my thing. But, you know, we we do what we got to do, Sister Wine.
Yes, that's understandable.
I'm gonna tell you right now, because if people listening to you singing tonight, you might see them in the midst of the pandemic, and they might not care about social distance. They might want to touch you. And I hope your wife don't got a knife next to her, because some people won't get sad.
Oh my goodness. Cause you are off the chain, man. Thank you. So I'm gonna do. I did this song on last week, but it's probably one of my top. I have such a horrible time picking favorites of anything, but this is in my top 10 of Luther. Is A House Is Not a Home, and so I'm gonna rock that for everybody tonight. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh yeah yeah. Oh, a chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. But a chair is not a house, and the house is not a home when there's no one there to hold you tight, and no one there you can kiss good night. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, a room is still a room, even when there's nothing there but gloom. But a real home is not a house, and a house is not a home where the two of us are far apart, and one of us has a broken heart. Now and then I call your name, and suddenly your face appears by the stars. A crazy game when it ends. It ends in tears. Pretty little darling, have a heart. Don't let one mistake keep us apart. I'm not meant to live alone. Turn this house into a home where I climb the stairs
and turn the key. Oh, please be there, saying that you're still in love with me. Yeah. I'm not meant to live alone in this house until I'm home. And turn the key, oh, please be there, still in love. I said, still in love. Still in love with me. Are you gonna be in love with me? It's driving me crazy to think that my baby wouldn't be still in love with me, yeah. In love with me. It's driving me crazy to think that my baby wouldn't be still in love, so in love, still in love with me. Yeah. Well, yeah. So in love, still in love, so in love with me.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and stop it there.
Oh my goodness. Guys, let me tell you this right now. This is just between me and you. Don't even worry about all these people zooming in, Facebook Live, and Facebook, all that. This is just between you and me. Boy, your wife ain't going nowhere. I can tell you that right now. Like that. You continue her righteously, she ain't going nowhere. I might not know much, cuz. I might not know much, cuz, and I admit that. I'm not the person who knows much. But even a bird clock is right twice a day. Let me tell you this. You know, you keep treating your wife righteously, doing what you're supposed to do as the husband, as the man in the house, leading, and you singing like that, she ain't going nowhere. You take that to the bank and you tell them that's a crucial check, all right? And I guarantee you, it'll cash. It will cash.
That's crucial currency.
That's right. Oh, it will cash. It will cash.
Man.
I love you, bro. I thank you for coming through and shit. And please don't let this be the only Thursday you come through, because you know, as long as we doing this thing, you are welcome and open because you're talented. And this is what this show is about, is for people to showcase their talent. And you are talented, because even if you wasn't my family, you talented. But thank God you are.
Yeah, thank you for having this platform. It's been nice having the ability to do stuff like this every once in a while, and just be able to express yourself artistically. So yeah, I appreciate it.
I appreciate you. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk.
Tim. Oh my goodness. You like a bottle of wine, you're getting better with time, boy.
Trying to hone my craft.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence. We appreciate it. Thanks for coming through and doing not one song, but two The second being a Luther song, one of my all-time favorite singers. Thank you. We appreciate you so much.
Yes, absolutely.
And anybody who knows me notices I rock out with the Marley. So I was digging that Marley song earlier too.
Okay, cool.
Yes. And I definitely want to give I definitely want to give a shout out to Shauna Hall Williams for putting this platform together.
That she has, and that is definitely a good shout out. I know it's been tough. The technical issues have, held us back, but we got another hour and we were able to share some more, which is a beautiful thing. Because we're not done. We still got another poet in the queue. And I want to definitely give a shout out to her and welcome her to the mic. And I just want to say, before you even get to the mic, I did not do Timeless Kiss tonight. And I know that you might ask me for it, so I just want to put that out there right now that I did not do Timeless Kiss, so you didn't miss it. And I didn't do Sister Flavor Chocolate Ice Cream either, so you didn't miss it. Now, with that being said, the disclaimer out there, I want to welcome to the mic none other than the poet, Miss Crystal Baynard. Miss Crystal, are you out there?
Yes, dear, I am finally.
Well, for those of you who don't know Miss Crystal, not only is she a poet, but she's also an artist. So I hope that she is definitely got a poem in her back pocket to share with us.
I do. And I'm glad to know that Timeless Kiss I did not miss. Thank you for that.
See, I knew you were going to ask you about it. I tried to be proactive. I knew you were going to ask me about it.
That's how we met. I didn't get to see everybody, but I'm sure you guys held your own. I heard the last ending of the Young Man song, and I promise you, I've been on a Marvin Gaye trip for like the last couple of weeks, just playing him while I'm doing my writing, because I'm writing a sequel to my book. But anyway, for those of you that don't know who I am, let me just tell you. Who am I? I am me, just like you are you, and Crucial is he. You see, I'm a woman of morals and standards and spirituality. You see, in me, you have a brand new friend because I believe in confidentiality. Yet you need to know, who am I? I'm an artist, a teacher, and a poet. But I have many more God-given talents. You see, you just need to know it. For I wear my canvas on my chest, near my heart, decorating my breast. Now my talents are gifts from God above. So in all that I do, I must show love. Yet you need to know, who am I? I'm the sister that walks down the street, and I'm not afraid of the challenges that this coronavirus has had me to meet. But then again, I'm also the educator with the booming voice, and I make sure you know, in all you do, you have a choice. And then again, I'm that girl that can sling that slang very fluently, because really my age has nothing to do with me. Oh, I'll bring the noise, my brother, if it needs to come. You see, I don't have a problem dealing with anyone. I can break it down and reach you right where you sit or stand. Never let it be said that I could not converse with my fellow man. Now, I'm sure after all this, you now know who I am, because I am me, just like you are you and she is she. Age ain't nothing to me more than mind over matter. And trust me, if you don't mind, it might not matter. But if you can't make it, don't fake it. Step back and let somebody qualify. Take it. And who am I? Crystal Baynard Norman, straight out the box. And I know I'm off the chain. But when I'm gone, I want my words to remember. Thank you.
Oh my, yes, Miss Crystal. I love that poem. I love that poem. What you think, Miss Story? What you think?
Oh, I was digging that, Miss Crystal. Thank you for coming and sharing. Because we know who you are now.
I am, that's who I be.
That's what's up. I love it.
All right.
Well, I want to thank you for coming through, but Miss Crystal, before you go, we had a question tonight asking all the entertainers, all the performers, how is it that this COVID quarantine lockdown has been positive and beneficial to you?
Oh, definitely. I was off work from March the 17th until June the 7th. So during that time, I was able to complete my book, Separating Realities, which is out now, and it's on Amazon. And I also got it in the trunk, like Terry McMillan said. You know, carry it in the trunk. That's how you make it. Don't fake it. Yes. So I was able to write and get a lot more poetry done. So I used it. I used that negative as a positive.
That's right. That's what artists do. That is what artists do. And you are definitely an artist to the highest degree, because not only are you a poet, but you are also a visual artist. And your stuff is definitely good. I'm digging it. And I thank you for coming through and sharing with us, Miss Crystal. And we're going to be here every Thursday. So I hope that you will definitely come on back and share again, because I know you got some stuff there. I know you got poems in that book to share.
Miss Crystal, can you
go with the book, and it's called Separating Reality. If you got a minute, I'll hit it and quit it.
Okay, you know what? I'm all right with that. Miss Story, you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right. Go on, Miss Crystal. Hit it and quit it.
Separating realities. What does that mean to me? It means scratching through the black, trying to get to the white light, undoing all the wrong that's been done to me in my life. You see, separating realities is something like a game that I've never played before. There's no rules, there's no pieces, and you can't quit until you score. You see, sometimes I felt like I was going insane, like somebody had pulled the plug on my mental drain, and now all my emotions and my feelings were slipping oh so fast. Oh my God, I didn't think I was going to last. But then I heard a voice inside my head. I heard it when it said, you got to go back. Back where was my reply? I needed to know where, and I needed to know why. And the voice said, you're an artist, you're a poet, pull out some paper, light up that candle and inhale the vapor. But take off that mask before they ask. Pick yourself up, girl, get back in the race. And then you'll realize that separating realities was an honor and not a disgrace. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for coming through, Miss Crystal. And please come again.
Thank you so much, Miss Crystal. You came and blazed the mic. We appreciate you.
All right, Miss Story. I think we got one more poet left. Why don't we get on? And I think he wants to get on. Let's see. You want to introduce him, Miss Story? Do you know who I'm talking about?
We talking about TK?
Yeah, that's who we're talking about. That's who we're talking about.
TK, you on the line?
Maybe TK doesn't want to get on. It's okay. It's okay. We're working out the technical difficulties, and poets are in the, they in the vibe, and some of them are just listening. And hopefully, we're going to do this on a regular every Thursday. So hopefully,
I kind of wanted Mystery to read it.
You wanted? I'm sorry. You wanted Miss Story to read it?
I wanted Mystery to read it.
You mean Miss Story?
Yes, Miss Story.
Miss Story, do you want to read this poem?
Sure, I'll read it.
Greatly appreciate it.
All right.
No, this is not the procedure. Doing this to TK because he's behind the scenes as a technical individual. He's helping with putting the show together and helping us with the different platforms and allowing people to call in and share. So we're going to make this exception for him. But other poets, it's going to be up to you to read your poetry now. But TK, you get a pass because we know you're working hard behind the scenes because tonight was a rough night. So I'm sorry, Miss Story. Go ahead and do your thing.
All right. I hope I do it justice because I'm not sure, but here we go.
You will.
All right. They say freedom of speech, but we really protect it. Oftentimes when I talk, that rule is neglected. This system is hectic. Don't try to fight back, they'll deflect it. We call it freedom of expression. They call it rebellion against oppression. When you see our writing, they think viewers' discretion. They use derogatory terms to make you feel less than, causing you to question your art and darken your heart. Ignoring each other is ripping us apart. We all speaking, but no one is listening, instead of enlisting in a way to figure out this problem. What am I talking about? It's called a solution. Instead of saying words worse than pollution, is not a call to action. It's a conclusion to get you to think, to get you out this thing called an illusion. Because in the end, we all still losing. I know how I'm speaking sounds confusing because who gave me the right to be sitting here choosing? This is what I mean. There's no freedom of speech. There's just the right to talk with limitations, say the wrong thing. There's interrogations. It's things like this is exactly why we're a broken nation. There's no just without us. That was from TK. We want to thank you for your contribution, TK. He's behind the scenes. Next time, TK, we're going to put you on the spot, though.
That's right. You gotta read it. You gotta read it. But we're gonna give him a break tonight because technically it was a rough night, but it was our first show. And we had two bugs. Hey, we try to walk in truth. This is our journey. It wasn't smooth at the start, but it definitely started to iron out. I want to thank everyone for joining us and participating. And we're near the end of our extended hour. And I just want to say thank you. And Ms. Story, do you want to say anything else to the people before we bring Shauna up to say goodnight?
No, just to piggyback off of you or mirror exactly what you said. Just want to thank everybody for showing support, for all the artists that came through and shared their talents. We really appreciate you. And like Crucial said, we're going to be doing this every Thursday night. So you'll have many more opportunities to step up to the mic.
And we'll be back here next Thursday, 7 o'clock. And now with that being said, I want to welcome to the mic the leader straight from the CEO desk, Miss Shauna Hall Williams, ladies and gentlemen.
We want to thank all of you who came out this evening. We definitely want to thank the Power of 3 for the spoken word Thursday, 7 o'clock. So we want to thank you for all that they sponged upon us and laid on our hearts with the snap, crackle, and pop, as the background would say. So thank you all again for coming. And we'll see you next week, this time, this station, right here at 7 o'clock with Poet Crucial, Miss Story, and last but not least, Realize Me. So again, from our family to yours, we love you, we thank you, and don't forget, wash your hands and practice social distancing. Have a good night.
All right.